What's good? This is Scotty by Nature TV, and you are now tuned in to TTB Entertainment.
This program contains graphic material, including offensive language. Viewer discretion is advised.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the panel. Now, as always, we have Bubs the God, myself, the voice of TTB, and today we have a special panelist with us. Miss Contessa Washington is in the building joining us today. And we have a very special guest, okay? Chasing Dallas alumni and the creator of Lovers and Friends. We cannot stress this information enough, okay? Markel Logan is in the building.
Hi, hello.
Welcome to this dysfunctional panel, Markel. Thank you so much for coming on. We truly appreciate you. Now, how did you get casted? How did you get casted with Chasing Dallas in the first place?
So I was a part of another show and I decided to leave that show, and me and Premier were already friends. So I invited Premier to this house party, and he came in with Ressie. And I guess Premier and Ressie had already had conversations about me because Ressie walked up on me. It was like, hello, I'm working on Ressie. And he said, so are the rumors true? And I was like, what rumors? It was like, that you're not a part of that other show anymore. I was like, no, I'm not. He said, well, how would you like to be a part of a new show that's about to come out? I said, okay, cool, let's talk. So we went on the patio, we chopped it up, exchanged information, and then we met at Kona Grill. Was it Kona Grill? I think Kona Grill. He talked, and then that was it. I didn't apply. It was none of that. I was already doing reality.
Does the other show have a name, or is it not important?
No, I mean, yes, it does. It's called The Millennials of Dallas. They have season 1, season 2, and season 3, I think. I left in the middle of like season 2.
Okay, okay. With Chasing Dallas, did you come on? You were on for season 1 and 2, or just season 2?
Season 1. I opened up the scene, me and Wuda.
Right. Okay. Now, why aren't you a full cast member for season 3?
That's a really good question. Well, so technically I am a full cast member. What ended up happening was when they were doing the promo shoots, the all white, like the introductions and stuff and all black and stuff, that was on June 10th and my birthday was June 9th. So I'm gonna be in the DR. So I was like, well, can we like reschedule, or, you know, afterwards, can I just come back? We can go on the white wall. Can I just take a picture? And boom, or you can use my images from last year because I wore all white in the intro too. So they didn't want to reschedule. that was that. So because of that, they just moved forward with whatever the intro is, because I don't really watch the show. So yeah. But other than that, I am a main cast member.
Okay, listen, we're definitely going to dive into this season of Chasing Dallas season 3. But before we do, I'm gonna let Contessa handle that part, okay? But before we do, I just want to know what made you transition into becoming an EP? Like, why did you want to become an EP?
Melissa, just to do like a short nutshell, in high school, I took mass media. So I took mass media classes, how to pitch a show classes. And when I got to college, I did business admin. And then I took some classes on how to edit. So I was already gearing myself to be in this realm. So I actually pitched an idea to Mark Summers, who was over at Double Dare years ago, if y'all remember that, of me and my friends back in Atlanta. And he liked it, but things just didn't work. And then I ended up moving. So I was always doing stuff. I actually worked with a lot of people from the Bad Girls Club. When they stopped working with Bad Girls Club, they wanted to pitch ideas. So I wrote their treatments to get pitched. So I was already doing stuff behind the scenes. It was just like, I guess it's not my time to finally just become the creator EP. So I was already waiting for the moment. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not new to this.
Right.
I know that's right. Right. I'm glad you said treatment, because my next question was, what is your favorite part of being an EP? Is it the storyboard treatment process? Is it filming on location, the green screens, or editing?
Mm-hmm.
What do you love?
The best part is, the best part is seeing everything come together, honestly. Because in the beginning, it's like you have this idea, you're casting, and all my stuff that I do, I always keep it on the low. You don't know I'm casting, you don't know I'm filming, you just say, boom, here's a trailer. We coming out. So to keep everything secret and just like, casting people, hearing their story and choosing the right people, being on set, filming them, like, oh my God, this making sense, it's working together. I'm like, oh my God, I love it. So like the whole process, I mean, I will say at times it do get draining, because it's just like, it's almost like a one-man show, even though I've had people come and help me film different scenes. But when it comes to like the vision of how I want it to look and what I wanted to say and things like that, it's me. The editing for season 1 and season 2 was Dario, but I was with him every step of the way, sharing screens. Okay, this and that. He's like, what do you think about that? I said, I like that, tweak that a little bit. And then he'll come with his ideas, I come with my ideas, and just kind of work. So that's how that goes.
Okay, let's break that down real quick. Okay, Playboy, let's unpack this. Okay, so Dario edits every motherfucking thing. I want to know, does he request? Does he have to do this? Is it a request? Do you want him to do it? How does that work?
So if it's under the brand, okay, so anything that is a Chasing Reality original. So if you notice, like after every show, it'll either say original or like it's like a partnership or something. The original stuff, which is like any Chasing City or Just Lauren. Well, I guess I can say Just Lauren. Those are like more of an original thing to where like Dario is going to edit. And like for me, like I'm working on another project right now. If I wanted to edit everything myself, I could and give it to him. It just needs to, like for him, his criteria is it needs to meet the Chasing requirements, right? It has to have a certain type of look, a certain type of aesthetic, a certain type of transitions, and to keep the aesthetic. He doesn't want it to look like you're watching Grey's Anatomy. Like it's just not the same. You want to keep it in the same realm. But I do think that if you could come with like a show that's already edited and he just has to put his stamp of approval on it, he'll go for it, because that will, in essence, free up time for him to focus on some other shows, make sure that when one show is off, one show is on, So, yeah.
Yeah, I hope we get some new editors, because I'm like, damn, does Dario sleep? Because there's so many shows.
No, he don't sleep. I mean, he sleeps. I mean, he probably edits all night and then go to bed at 6 and then wake up at like 8. So,
wow.
It's a lot. It's a lot. Now you have a hit
Related to that
show.
life.
You have a hit show of your own called Lovers and Friends. Okay. Now,
Yes.
how did
Here we
that
go.
show?
That was a good shot.
Here we fucking go. How did that show come about? I heard through the grapevine that it has something to do with the shit we do for love, like it's an intermix on how it came about.
So I wasn't actually going to go into all the details. I was going to give you the minutiae, real cute one to bypass all the little stuff that doesn't really matter. But because you brought that up, I will say this. Okay. So, where do I begin? Ressie came to me and Premiere. I don't know if he came to Premiere first or came to me. I don't know. I know he had a conversation with me and he said that he would like to do a show called Ressie G Finds Love, and I want you to be a part of it. I said, okay, cool. We met up at Glorious, which is like a Mexican little restaurant. We go there. Well, me and Premiere go every Thursday. To this day, we go every Thursday, have our drinks. We talk about everything of life. And me and Premiere were sitting at the bar. Ressie came up. He talked about the show. When I say talked about the show, it was very, hey, I want to do a dating show. Ressie G Finds Love. I want you to be a part. Boom. That was it. It wasn't no extra conversation. It wasn't no extra text messages. It wasn't no, I wanted to look blue and green. It was nothing like that. I just said, cool. Okay, cool. I'm ready. Whatever. They Ressie texted me a mock-up intro, which is like, it was, I think, was it pink or yellow? It was something, I know, like, Ressie came on.
It was pink. It was pink.
The fact that you've seen it, it said Ressie G, and then it said Markelle The Help. And I remember responding, I said, why the hell? I said, why am I called The Help? Oh, we just put that there just to make. I said, okay. And then that was it. That was it. That conversation happened back in 2000, and I really want to say that was 2019 because it was. It's so long ago. And it was in the midst of season 2, right? And that was it. There was nothing else. There was no concept. There was no concept told to me like, hey, I want these guys and this girl, or you coming out of a plane. Nothing like that. So when season 2 is going on, we kind of like our friendship kind of like took a turn. We demise. And then then the shit we do for love started to come on. I said, okay, keep on doing his own thing. Let me watch it. And I watched it and I was like, I like the show, but I don't really understand everything that is shown. Some things were just a little off to me, right? It's not a bad show. I still watch it, but it was just a little off to me. So Travis Ware and Kevon was on live, and I was in the comments because I was like, I probably say like good show, good episode, something like that. And Travis said to Kevon, he was like, we should, he said, hey, Markelle, hey, in the chat, whatever. He said, oh my God, we should do a Dallas version and have a Ressie G produced it. And Kevon was like, it ended the live. That was it. So I sent the message, I still got the DM. I sent the message to Travis with the date. So, it's like everything is validated, right? I sent a message to Travis. I was like, do you think it'd be a really good idea? I will send it to you. Do you think it's a really good idea to do something for Dallas? Should we do for Love for Dallas? He was like, yeah. I was like, well, I'm a little nervous about sending something to Kevon because like, don't nobody want to hear a no, right?
Right.
And I've never really spoken to Kevon at all like that. So I was like, okay. So I reached out to Kevon and I said, hey, if you're interested in doing a Dallas version, I would definitely like to be a part of it, maybe produce it. I said, can you send me your email so I can send you like a treatment of what I want to do for a Dallas version? He said, cool, love to hear it. Send me his email. I created the treatment, the pictures, what the episode is going to look like, who, what, when, or why. I wanted this race, that race, then I wanted to mix it up, right? I sent it to him. And then maybe like, I don't know how long after I sent it to him, I got blocked. No reason. I don't know if maybe I was in the comments and said something negative about the show. Maybe, I don't know. If I did, I apologize. I don't remember. That was so long ago, right? So I got blocked. So I was at home. I was renting out my place, my other rental property, as George say. And I was at my boyfriend's house and we're sitting there watching. I was like, I got blocked, blue, blue, blue. I said, but I still want to do a show. And my boyfriend was like, so he was like, what if you just like add the friends to it? You know, have people date each other or whatever, call it lovers and friends. You can have the Usher song playing in the background, lovers and friends. And then like, you know, it's lovers or friends. And at the end, they can decide if they find a lover or another friend. So play on words. So I said, yeah, motherfucker, that sounds goddamn good. Hold on. Let me write this down. What you say? Okay, well, let me tweak this, tweak that. This many people, boo, 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 boo. And that was it. So the reunion was about to happen, maybe a few weeks, few days. I don't know. So it was before the reunion. I reached out to Dario. I said, hey, when you get to Atlanta, when you get to Dallas, I'd like to set up a meeting with you so I can, about business, possibly pitching something. He said, okay, cool. He said, let's have the meeting after the reunion. The reunion was shot on a Friday, I think, because we ended up meeting up on a Sunday. Because we were supposed to meet up on Saturday, but something happened. I guess he was busy. We ended up meeting on Sunday. I said, okay, cool. So I used that same mock-up I used for the shit we do for love. Just change the people, change, you know, the storyline a little bit. So he sent me the address of where he was at, got buzzed up, knocked on the door, and he opened it, boom, Ressie's right there. I was like, we just had the reunion, we ain't clear, no air. What is he doing here? Because I didn't know, like, they were staying together or roommates, whatever. I just know he was there. And so when you first walk in, there's a table. We sat down at the table. I opened up my laptop. I said, boom, this is what it looked like. For some reason, like showing it on my laptop from like a PDF, the colors wasn't right. I said, hold on, let me upload it a different way. Did that, showed it to him. I started explaining the idea. And when I was explaining it to him, he didn't get it. He was just like, so they're going on 100 dates? I said, and Dario, I did not say they're going on 100 dates. And then Reese's in the kitchen. It's an open floor plan. So Reese's in the kitchen, he's cooking something. And he was like, no, what he's trying to say is like, they'll go on multiple dates and try to find out who they like. I was like, yes, thank you for kind of piggyback on what I said. He was like, yeah, is it Reese? And then, and Dario was like, okay, cool. Okay, I think I understand, blue, blue. Continuing to pitch it. And then he was like, okay, cool, sounds good. And then he said, well, let me think about it. Let me run through a few things, make sure that it aligns with what we got going on. And then I'll let you know. I said, okay. So then we moved to the living room, sat down, and he was like, so Ressie, are you going to be a part of this production? And Ressie said, well, Markelle wants me to be a part of it. I said, I would like to. You could be, I said, whatever title you want, EP, producer, director, assistant, I don't care. You know, I know that you have done this. Like, sure, you can come over. So we ended up watching some YouTube videos, boom, done, right? Me and Ressie go downstairs, just us privately, we hashed out everything that happened at the reunion, boom, done. That was in May. My birthday's in June, remember? So in June, I went to Scottsdale, I had a trip. On my way back to the airport, no, actually at the airport flying back to Dallas, and Dario called me. He said, hey, I'm a green light the show. Think it's a good idea. Let's move forward. I'm gonna send you contracts, blah, 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 blah. I said, cool. He said, do you still want Ressie to be a part of the show? I said, you know what? The more I thought about it, this is something that I've always wanted to do myself. I was like, no, I'm just gonna do it on my own. And he said, okay. And that was it. The part that I take accountability on is that I didn't go back to Ressie and say, I don't want you to be a part of it. I just moved straight on. When I landed back in Dallas, it was straight undercover casting. It was, because I was like, I don't even want you posting casting. We went to the neighborhood talk. I did a promo with them. They posted it 3 times. And then I started getting my casting going on. And then we just moved on. And then probably in the middle of filming, Ressie reached out to me and said, he was like, hey, do you still need my help? Because I'm working on I have other shows in production. I said, congratulations on your new shows. I said, no, I'm going to take this on myself. I think it's better that if we have a friendship that doesn't always revolve around a show. And he wrote back, I agree, or good idea. I think he said, I agree. I still got the messages. So he said, I agree. Boom. That was it. I thought we were good after that. So I started continuing to film and things came out. And that was it. I mean, some other stuff happened after that, but that's not really important. Well, it is important. Let me just. So then like later on, he reached out to me and was like, hey, have you found your bachelor's and stuff already? I was like, yeah, I did. I was like, why, do you know somebody? I said, because if the person you're talking about is good or I feel like my bachelors are not giving me what I need, I could possibly add a third one, but it just depends because there was already a lot going on. He was like, no, I'm talking about me. I would like to be on because, I just can't get love right. It's just not working out for me for whatever reason. And then he said that I told him to apply. I never said that. I just said, I have to go back to the messages. I think I end up either like brushing it off, like, no, I good. I already got all my people. And that was it. The show came out, season 1, season 2. We moved on. That was it. It was really easy.
So basically, what I got from all of that was you did not steal the concept from Ressie G. You stole it from Kevon Burns. Got it. Okay. So, Contessa, go ahead, baby.
Okay. So, how you doing, Markelle? Very nice to meet you, love.
Nice to meet you too, Contessa. You got a YouTube channel, Contessa?
I do not. I should, but I don't.
Okay, I was gonna follow, but girl, let me know when you got one so I can subscribe.
All right, thank you. I have a few questions because the episode premiered and everything. I saw you in the comments. I was there looking. How do you feel like about Premier? Like, does Premier have his own issues with Reese's? Because it seemed like you were never able to really talk when he was at the table.
So yeah, mind you, that was the first full scene I ever watched of this season. Because I told myself, I'm not watching this season. I live my truth. I know what it is. I'm not gonna watch this back. Premier, him and Ressie have their own issues. I think it still steers back to he feels like Ressie wasn't a good friend to him. Mm-hmm. And the whole Coke comment and how you just, even though I think someone said in a comment, it was like, I'm so old, like saying someone is on Coke, it's not a bad thing. Okay, well, these people, George, Markelle, and Premier work in corporate America. And like you said, you don't know who's watching these. You may have 70,000 people watching it. It doesn't tell you who watched it and at what time. So you just never know who watched it. I mean, we go down the street all the time. Oh my God, were you on that show? You just never know. So like making comments like that can be detrimental to your career. So I think that stems from it. But I think they also had like some other underlining, probably friendship stuff. But they were friends before me, so I don't know all the ins and outs. But they were definitely saying what they need to say. But some stuff was cut out of their conversation because, as you can tell, George and Premier, they talked long time. Yeah.
So do you feel like, because a lot of like the questions that get asked you, especially within the group, about what's going on between you and Ressie, it seems like you're never answering them to me. Like, it's hard to get a clear understanding of your view of it, because it's like, it's always either Premier jumping in trying to explain stuff. I know like the first episode or something, first or second episode, I know you were like, no, you're saying it wrong, let me correct you on how it goes. It's like, does Premier, is he like an EP for your show, or like, because he really pushes you? I mean,
No, Premier and George are like one of my really, really good friends here. And Premier is not on the show, but anywhere that I was gonna go, I want my friends there with me. So Premier just happened to come to most of the scenes that I'm in. Probably Premier is going to be there if it's something that has to do with me, like leading or something. But a lot of the times I just didn't have anything to say because this happened so long ago, and I have been so voiceful, I guess, in season 1 and season 2 that this time around I was like, I honestly didn't do nothing wrong. So I'm not gonna keep going back and forth. That's why I didn't watch it. I'm not commenting besides this part because someone kept tagging me, say, watch the limit squeeze. Other than that, I'm not engaging into it. I was like, I don't have to go live. I don't have to do all the other stuff because I know what the truth is and the show's out.
I feel you. Now, for your friend George, do you feel like George be linking up with everybody that don't like Ressie because he really just despises the ground that she walks on?
You said what? You said, I'm sorry, ask the question one more time.
Do you feel like George just link up with everybody that don't like Ressie? Because he brought, even with Trey Wilmack, he brought him into the fold, like when y'all are together, when it's just Eric, he just seemingly links up with a lot of people that have issues with him.
No, I think he's just trying to make a point. I think the point he's just trying to make at that time was Ressie doesn't keep friends and he is not loyal to these certain people. And
but we know Ressie don't keep friends.
And I think, well, I think he's just trying to reiterate that to the people who even got close to him or haven't got close to him, just to beware. And I think that's just where he stands. They have their own issues, I guess per se, that happened at Carrie's video shoot last year that I wasn't at. So I don't know all the odds and ends. They have some other issues, but I couldn't tell you what the root is. But it's something. Because I never actually, that's cool, I never write that in. I never actually sat down and said, George, what's your real issue? Like, what happened?
Now, do you know what
I don't know if I really care.
You don't really care? Do you have a real issue with him, though? Like, do you have a real issue with Ressie? Because we know what's going on with the stealing of the show or not stealing of the show idea. But is that the only thing that broke up y'all friendship? Because that seems like a major thing that broke it up. But would you say that's like the only thing that's causing a rift, this big of a rift between y'all?
No. Well, that is probably, so Lovers and Friends is 50%. There's another 50% that, and I don't know if they're going to show this because of, I don't know if the sound was good, the video was good, I don't know. The angle was good. You know, sometimes if it's just not right, it ain't gonna be shown. So I don't know if it's gonna be shown or not. But I do finally just had enough on our cast trip going to Vegas. And then I let everything out there as far as like how I'm feeling, what the issue is, the other 50%. If that is not shown, I'm probably not gonna watch. I'll wait till somebody let me know. If not, then definitely after the reunion, I will. I don't necessarily wanna say right here. I do, but I don't.
You could have dropped the T. We don't know. You could drop the T. Because it's giving out, because you don't want to put out this air about you, because it seems
the air is Markelle is scamming and he is a liar. Don't believe him, fuck him. I am Team Ressie. That is the air. And I'm okay with that because I can live in my truth and move on. Because I didn't do that.
And that was another question I had to ask you. Like, so you're okay with this demeanor of you being a liar being put out there? Because there's just like, everyone's saying that you're lying or that you're not telling the truth or you're giving liar about what's going on.
You know,
go ahead.
So, I mean, I will say I don't like the fact that, okay, let me make this clear. The people who are commenting and making those comments, I don't see them in real life. So when I step out and go to the bar, go to the club, go to the mall, it's praise and worship. Right? Hey, oh my God, this is you in real life. No one ever says, you're a fake ass bitch. I know you was lying. They never say that. So I care, but I don't care. Because it's like, if I don't ever click on, so, okay, I would say this season has been very peaceful for me because I don't watch the show. I'm not in the comments. I don't watch the show except for this scene. So I don't hear nothing about it. I don't follow Ressie. I don't know about his lives. I don't know nothing about that. I am editing and filming my own show right now. I ain't got time to focus on it. But I don't like the notion that, you know, Markelle is a liar. Markelle stole this. Markelle did that. I mean, it was even proven tonight that there was some rumor that Ressie said, well, and Dario told me that he was gonna cut the show. And I said, no, don't cut the show, cut the show. I was like, no, I talked to Dario. He said he never said that. Let me call him. He called him. And what Dario say? I never said that. Because you're lying, Ressie. You didn't think your best friend and owner and creator of Chasing Reality was going to back you up or call you out when you were a liar. For some reason, like everybody in this Chasing Reality comment world thinks like, oh, he's the producer, that means he's telling the truth. That's not the truth. I'm just tired of talking. I'm just literally just tired of talking.
Well, I feel you. I have another thing to ask about it real quick. So
ask him all. I got a little time. This
email that was sent out, right? That said that it was said that you admitted that you did it.
So it wasn't an email, it was an Instagram account. It was a spam Instagram account that was ran by Markelle. Yeah, I did. So basically what that was
Ooh, bitch, I'm gigging.
I admitted to it on the I think in one of my last green screens, I think I say it. Or maybe like in the Vegas green screen, something like that. I know I mentioned I was like, yeah, I did it. Okay, so what? So I did that because there's a guy named Joe who is in a different city who is associated with Chase. Not really associated with Chasen, but like he, I guess, appeared on the show. And me and Joe are friends. And
The chef. Is that the chef?
Chef Joe. Okay, I didn't know if you guys knew. So I was like, okay. So Chef Joe told me, he was like, friend, I'm just trying to let you know. I was like, he said that they are trying to take down your show. He was like, Ressie said this, and Ressie said, and Dario said this, and blah, 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 blah. He was like, I just want you to be careful. He was like, because I don't want you to waste all your time on all the other good stuff. And I was just like, okay. And at that moment, in my mind, I was like, I don't want to put Joe in the middle of this. Because Joe is trying to work on his own project, right? So Joe is trying to work on his own project. And I was like, I don't want Joe in the middle of this, but I want to know the goddamn answer, not waste of my time. So I created, well, the account was already made. You know, one of them extra accounts, you just look at people's pages. The account was already made. And then I sent a message saying, you know, Markelle, you need to watch your back because they're trying to take down your show, blue, blue, blue. I sent it to Dario. I was like, it had really nothing to do with Ressie. I wanted to know, did Dario say this? So I sent it to Dario, and he was like, who's this? I said, I don't know, it just got sent to me. But it's a goddamn true, right? And he was like, no, this is not even true. This ain't never even happened. And Dario and Ressie, I guess they had conversations, and Ressie did forget password, blah, blah, blah. He saw M and L, Markel Logan, put it together. Okay, where you calling me? Okay. What you gonna do? Whoop my ass? It ain't gonna happen. But I did that because I know that Joe is working on a project that he wants to be produced and put out. And I didn't want him to be associated with mess. So I took the brunt of it. I said, okay, I never mentioned his name until now. And so I was protecting him, and I wanted, because I was like, listen, I done did season 1, season 2, season 3. I got some other stuff coming. I done did my thing. I don't want to block your blessings, but I want to find out if this is the truth or not. So yeah, that's what happened.
Well, it seemed like you got a lot of friends that just be out here, you trying to protect them, and they just be out here telling all your business like Mr. Carrie D. Now,
well, George is protecting me. Premier's protecting
George. All George talk about is seemingly when y'all together is Ressie. Like, you don't ever get tired of talking about Ressie with George, because it seems like everything.
Well, okay, so to be honest, it doesn't really happen like that. So when it's just us talking, we don't even bring him up. But when we are on set, that's what the questions is. You know, it's like, okay, Ressie sent the invite. What do you think about Ressie? Blah, 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 to go with the story. Mm-hmm. But like an everyday, all day, no. It's a show.
So y'all got more important things to do than that.
Yeah, it's a show. We can't talk about watching The Masked Singer. Y'all don't care about that.
We don't. We do not. But on with the whole Carrie D thing, like, do you feel like he's a good friend to you? Are y'all still good with the carrying of the bone that he did?
So Carrie and I are good associates. Mm-hmm. And he would say that too. That's no shade. We say that because when I consider someone a friend, they have been to my new home. We talk weekly, monthly, you know, we catch up, we go drink, we go travel, we go do things together. Carrie and I don't do that. We do text. Every now and then we may have a conversation here and there, check up on each other, like here and there. But like a friend, like, if my tire got busted, I'm not calling Carrie. There's no shade to him. And he understands that. There's no shade to him because I will always support Carrie. I will always like do whatever he needs for me. Do whatever he needs. do what he needs me to do. You know what I'm trying to say.
Right. You got it back. You got him.
Yeah, I will be there for Carrie and vice versa. But as far as like a really friend role, we haven't actually sat down and really truly got to know each other. So that's why. And Carrie would say the same thing. Carrie would say we're texting buddies, which is kind of the truth. There's no shade in that. We know what it is. We're cool. It's just like we're not on that friend level where we're just telling each other's business and this is my personal life. We're doing this. So yeah.
And you learn not to talk to him while he's drunk.
You know, I don't even fault Carrie for that, because what Carrie did do that same night, he texted me. He texted me, said, Markelle, I fucked up. I said, what you do? He said, I opened up my mouth. I was like, what? And did he call me? He may have called or texted and said what happened. I was like, it's okay, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
But it wasn't until George told me everything that was said, I was like, okay, well, we did have a conversation. It wasn't really like that, but I see where you're going with this. But okay, let me just clear the air with Ariel because it wasn't as harsh as it seemed.
Now, are you and Ariel air completely clear? Like y'all are cordial, no sparks between that?
I don't have any issues with Ariel. I mean, after that scene, after that played out and not we apologized, but I let her know it wasn't like how that was. We moved on. Well, let me just say this. I moved on. I don't want to speak for her. So Ariel, if you watch this, it's not a shade. I moved on. She's done some shows. She performed. I went, I tipped, I sent people there. She was performing online. I was chatting and singing. She did her song. I streamed it. I posted about it. You know, I don't have any issues with Ariel. If there's something else that just happens to pop up from her, I don't know about it.
Okay.
But I would continue to. I honestly don't have anything to share.
Now I do have like 2 more questions left on the lighter end.
Contessa, you is ready for this. You have got this question down.
I was ready. Ready. I wanted to know.
Wait, hold up. Save them questions.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have to take a quick commercial break, but when we come back, we have more with Markel Logan. Keep it locked right here, motherfuckers. You are watching The Panel.
I'm sitting here waiting for my boo to come over, and I am so nervous.
Nervous? You need to have a drink.
And you know what's so crazy? I literally just ordered chai tenders. Child, let me get up and have me a drink. Yeah. There you go. Bam! Baby, this is fair, man. Who nervous, baby? You not nervous. You are ready. You can do this. You are fabulous. You look good. You tall, baby. You walking like you talking. You is great. Period. Ooh. Chai tenders, I need another one.
Trying to be relevant and it's not working. Don't be condescending with me because this is a problem that you do not want. The problem is you. You're the problem. Let me be me.
Exactly. You sound 1 pill away from HIV positive. More healthy than you, girl. I'm more healthy than you, girl. I should like the Montana. Fuck you. So it's like let's all go outside, play some music, and just gonna walk. And we all. And they ain't come and beat your ass? No. Like, I was
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the panel, and we are still here with our special guest, Markel Logan. Now, before the commercial break, Miss Contessa still had a couple of more questions. So go ahead, boo, finish them out. Do your thing.
All righty. So these are on the lighter end. I wanted to know, what would you say was your biggest accomplishment as an EP, being that you're not new to it, but you're new to it because this is like your season. But what's your biggest accomplishment other than having 3 seasons and coming back for 3 seasons?
I would say the biggest accomplishment is finally fulfilling my dream. I feel like people dream about a lot of things that some are obtainable and some are not. And I was actually able to just live through it and actually go through it. I remember watching Issa Rae was like, it took, when people was like, well, how'd you get on HBO? She's like, I was on YouTube for 10 years. Like, this is not overnight. And I know that because I've been working on this on the low for years. So finally to do it, and I know like my boyfriend probably like, oh, I'm so sick of seeing YouTube. I'm so sick of seeing this camera. I'm so sick of seeing this mic laying around. I'm sure he is. But now I feel like I'm living in my dream and I'm just like, I'm happy. Like I'm happy. With all the drama going on, I listen to it, I smile, I be gracious. I didn't mean it like that. Because I'm happy. I won't argue with you for it.
Okay.
That I can definitely see. And I do see, and I want to go ahead and say, even though with all the drama, I do see a growth in you as a person, because it went from throwing chairs to, behind the cameras being an EP. So you went far. No shade to the shade.
Well, I almost said something. Lord have mercy.
No shade to the shade. Okay.
Yeah, I have.
You did. And the last question I have for you is, do you see probably bringing Auntie in for doing like a little cameo, how she does on Chasing? No.
You can finish. I mean, you don't even have to finish. No.
Okay.
We'll address that.
Wait, hold on. Was that shade?
It sounded a little shady.
No, I don't. See, here's the thing about Markelle. I don't throw shade. The things that I say is actually factual and truth. So it's absolutely no. So even if you don't like what I say, what I said is actually true. So it just kind of hurts different.
So you just want to address that when the reunion comes and not say why it's a heavy no? Absolutely.
Head on. It's going to be like this. Hi, Markelle, how are you? Well, let me tell you. No, I'm playing.
No. All right. Well, it was definitely a pleasure. Thank you so much for being so candid and answering the questions. I know that probably was a little bit repetitive in ways, but
it's okay. It's okay. I told myself I'm not talking about it. I said 2 people. That is it. This is one. I have myself with one other person that's going to happen later on down the line. Other than that, I'm not living in this space.
Gotcha. Okay. All right.
Unless a fight break out and you guys want to know more.
Wow. Well, Markelle, first of all, I want to give you your roses. I really appreciate you for this show. We're used to the mess and the drama and the shade. We know that all too well. But to see something different, it's kind of like a breath of fresh air that we really need. We really need. And it really focuses on the one thing that we all want. Bad bitch, bum bitch, bitch in between. We all want love. So it was very, very nice. And I enjoyed reviewing it. I feel like I could really dig off into it and really talk about the bigger picture type of topics from the show. So I appreciate it. So I have 6 questions. A few of them are a bit nuanced, so they might be a little lengthy, but you stay with me. I'm a blessing, okay?
I got the answer for you.
Amen. That's what I need. Okay, let's start with this one. Now, Lovers and Friends takes the reins, like I said, and changes the direction from the extreme mess and shade and focuses primarily on the thing we all want, which is love. But in the community of color, there appears to be a lot of energy concerning fear of commitment and not really knowing what one truly wants. The situation with Lionel ghosting everybody, the contestant, your ass, that's that's an example right there. It's a feeling many of us are familiar with. Now, here's the question. If any, and if comfortable, could you share with us a story of being ghosted and how it made you feel?
Have I ever been ghosted?
I know that's right.
Okay, that's why I say if any. Cover my tracks.
I'm gonna say this. I don't think that I can remember that I ever been ghosted. I do like a certain type of person or people, man or whatever. Let me be clear, because I don't want people to think I'm fluid. I like a certain type of man.
Right.
And if I reach out to you, I reach out to you with a purpose. And you understand that purpose, and you know I'm not coming at you with some BS. Like, let's go to the movie. Like, I'm not doing it. I'm coming with the real thing. And I think that they can respect that I'm coming with the real thing, and it just kind of works out. My relationships have always been long, except for my first one. My first one was a year. He passed away. Second one was 4 years. My third one was for 7, and now I'm currently in mine. So you know, things. No, I haven't been ghosted.
Okay, good. Okay, cool. No
but
problem.
I've seen it all too well from other people.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see. Okay, so seeing how everything ended for the bachelors and contestants, on the outside looking in, did it stimulate like any self-reflection? Like, did you learn anything about yourself from watching the season? And if so, what did you learn?
I learned what not to do. That was one of the things that I liked about Lionel, is that although people hated like his energy and him being like superficial and was just like, oh, he brought flowers, oh my God, like all those different things. Gay people do that. They're very superficial when it comes to like, oh, he's wearing this, oh, he wearing a purse, oh, he working at McDonald's, oh, he working at Office Depot. I ain't working with him. He ain't got no car. He taking a MARTA, the bus, C-Tram, whatever, Manhattan Tram, whatever it's called.
Right.
You know, they all do that. So I enjoyed it as much people didn't like him. But like, if you took away like what he actually did, if you look back, people either done that to you or you done that to people.
Yeah.
So my hope was for people to watch him and be like, I don't want to be that guy.
Right.
Let me try something different.
Okay, cool. Awesome answer. Out of everyone on the show, bachelors and contestants included, who was the easiest to work with and who was the most difficult to work with?
The easiest to work with was Dennis. I want to say Dennis and Premier. Easy. Well, yeah. Everybody was easy. Lionel was a little bit difficult, only because when he ghosted Mike, he actually ghosted the entire show.
Yeah.
So the show was supposed to come out before that, but he kind of quit the show in the midst of it.
Right.
And normally, like, I film everything and then I go back and watch, get my questions ready for the green screens. And like, I didn't get anything from the beginning. The only thing I had from him was like his introduction and like his meet the cast. Other than that, I didn't have no green screens. And he quit. And I was like, where you at? What's up? We got this scene, blah, 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 blah. No response. Weeks off, out of town. I'm here, I'm there. I don't want to do it no more. I met somebody. Oh no, I'm coming. I'm not. It was a lot with him. So, I mean, it was even moments I was like, well, how am I going to finish the show without him? We don't film all this stuff and he ain't going to have no green screen. So I would say that part was difficult. Him as a person wasn't difficult, but like him, like being unsure made it difficult.
Okay. All right. Since you are, of course, the creator and producer of the dating show, with the second season finished, is there any advice you would like to offer gay men when it comes to dating?
The first thing I would do is give people a chance. And when I say a chance, a full goddamn chance. People are going to mess up.
Right.
Now, if they fucked your best friend, that's different.
Hell yeah, the fuck.
But people stop talking to people because like, he ain't calling me back. He must be doing something. It's been 8 hours. I'm like, some people got...
He can't sleep?
Like some people got real like issues or real like stuff going on where they just can't commit at that moment. Like, give people a chance to just like give themselves to you. You so ready to cut people off because of your past, like, oh, I dealt with this, or this is a red flag, or he did this, I dealt with this 2 years. Girl, these people are different. Yeah, the flags may look the same. But give people a chance. And I always say this. even for myself, I never let a relationship go without me exhausting all of my avenues.
Right.
Whether that is like trips and dates, money, apologizing, bending over backwards, doing stuff on a handstand, do whatever you need to do so that when it's over, you can say, well, I've done everything I can. You can never go back and be like, well, damn, I wish I would have sent that message.
Right.
I wish I would have did this. So do what you can do. You know, I mean, how much time are you really wasting?
True.
So.
Okay, I got two more. This last one, though, I want you to really think about it before you answer, okay? Because it's a really tough one. When it comes to dating, name two things that is a complete must and two things that would be a complete bust for you.
For me,
yeah,
a complete must. The one superficial side I would say is that he has to make me laugh.
Okay.
I like a comedian.
I'm like that too. Yes,
I like to have a good. I don't want to be serious all the time. And the second thing is, it's almost like a two-part. The second thing is, even if you don't agree with my career path or my dreams and goals, just support me.
Right.
Just support me. If you slinging dope, you better be the best slinging dope person ever.
Okay. Millions.
I'm a support.
Like millions, billions, trillions.
Just support. And also, I would say the third thing is remember that put your relationship first. If I go back to the Bible, it always say your spouse or your man or your wife is first, and then your kids come second.
Ooh. Okay. So you got
what
one more
you say,
thing
TTB? What?
I didn't say shit. That was Bubs in the background singing, okay? I heard them notes, Bubs.
I'm just saying. Okay. And this is the last question, because I don't even know if you fully answered the other question, but that's all right. Here's the last question. And I want you to really think about this hard. This is like some Jeopardy type questions, okay?
It's probably not even hard, but go ahead.
But you don't know. Listen, this is not no pop-up how smart are you question, okay?
We got media training over here.
Okay, here we go. How much do you think that Aaron Wilds Out left titty weighs? How much do you think?
18.3 pounds.
You said what?
18.3 pounds and 2 ounces.
You was off, but that's okay. Nice try. Nice try. It was a little higher. That was the last question. Thank you, Markelle. I appreciate it, and I will be continuing to support and review your show. Thank you.
Yo, Aaron
titty weighs more than that.
Aaron, I was just asking the question.
No, not you. Aaron's gonna eat Bubs alive. Not you. You good?
Literally, I'm scared. Literally, he's going to eat me alive.
Oh my gosh.
I'm ready.
So, Markelle, really quickly, are you working on season 3 right now of Lovers and Friends? Is that currently happening?
No. No. I'm not working on season 3 right now. Well, I do plan on working on season. Well, let me say this. I have my bachelor's for season 3 already. But we're not set to film probably not even January because it's cold. And I ain't trying to go outside in the cold. So probably like February, March, we will resume filming if the 2 bachelors are still interested and if they're still single. I'm working on another show right now. So that will be out in, what are we in, November, October? Less than 45 days.
Okay. Now, I heard a little birdie told me.
Why I gotta be a little bird? It can't be no hawk or something?
A hawk told me that you took Chasing Dallas off of your Instagram account. Why? Are you completely done with the show?
I'll tell you that. You saw that. So that sounds like a housewife question. You know, you see it in the blog. Cynthia took it off. So so originally it said like Chasing Dallas season 1 and season 2. And then I wanted to look unison, right? So then I just put Chasing Dallas OG. This is before season 3 even came out. I said, I just put Chasing Dallas OG. And then I was like, I'm an EP now, and I need to focus on my show. So I wanted to make sure that people know that I am an EP. This is my show. This is the days that come out. Here's the link below. I don't want you to get confused with go shop my shirts, go get my draws. I wanted you to be focused on that. So it had nothing to do with like chasing reality at all, or having to do with like being a part of not being a part. There was no malicious point in there. It's that I just wanted you to be, I hate people's like have different links. Boom, this is what it is.
Okay.
So you did focus branding.
Yeah.
What do you think of George regifting Reese's gift to you, and then you regifting the gift to Carrie D?
It was fun. It was a comedic moment. I mean, it wasn't planned or nothing. It was funny. Like, he brought it to my house and I was like, what is this? And I was like, I don't want that in my house. We don't see eye to eye. Carrie came in. Carrie, George, why don't you get housewarming? Here you go. It was funny. It was funny. It wasn't like, I mean, it probably came off as shady or disrespectful, but it was just a funny moment.
Now, I know you were only at one pink party, but based off of watching the show, whose pink party do you think looked better?
Well, I don't know, because I didn't watch it. I don't watch the show. But if I had to guess, I can, and this is no shade to Trey, because I wasn't there. I didn't see it. I don't watch the show. I'm just gonna go and I'm just gonna say George just because I was there. I wasn't invited to Trey's dinner.
Aww. So let's play word association real quick. I'm gonna say a name about somebody on the cast, and you just say one word to describe them. So who do we have, you guys? We have, okay, let's go with Trey Howard.
Growth.
Ressie G.
I don't know her.
Okay, Mariah Carey. Eric James.
Misunderstood.
George.
Hilarious.
Carrie D.
That's not one word. A superstar in the making.
Robert.
I like him. I mean, that's not. I would say Robert is. Dang, can I say more than one word? Passionate about friends and family. Really passionate about friends and family.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Love you, Robert. I just had to get that in, okay? Ariel.
Ariel, I would say, one word, Ariel. So here's me, I'm pausing because I have some basic words that I don't want to just say. I want it to be like a good word, not just like, yes. Ariel, I would say, on her way. She's really on her way. December, firecracker. Too hot.
And last but not least, your resident shit fixer, Imani Van.
A fraudulent man in a wig.
Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
What they say on these shows, they be like, stop the camera, dead ass. Okay, now before we get out of here, because that was a lot to handle.
Bitch, I'm about to go pray.
I'm back.
I'm about to go pray, bitch. Hold on. It's a full moon too. I'm about to pray.
And I'm not gonna blame it on the liquor.
in a nutshell, you don't really have to go into details, but why do you think Lionel was so hated from lovers and friends?
Why do I think Lionel was so hated? Just because he was really, really, really dry, and he was very judgmental. If he gave more, actually, it wasn't him being dry. He was just super judgmental. If he was just more open-minded, not judgmental, I think people would and probably enjoyed him.
Now you're in a relationship, right?
See.
Yeah. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Okay, I see you. Okay. So how long have you been with him? Where did you guys meet? You know, yada yada yada.
I slid in the DMs.
Amen.
Was it Jacked or Grindr?
I have never downloaded Jack before in my entire life. Never needed to. Instagram is the new dating life.
Shut the fuck up.
Did need to. No, I slid in his DMs. I said, "What's up?" He took a minute to pause, like, who is him? Because we weren't following none of the same people. We weren't following him. I actually saw him through like the Explore page, because he was doing like some comedy type of like skits, not skits, like stuff. And I was like, "What's up?" And the rest was history. The rest was history. We have been together for 2 years, 2 months, 3 days, and I'm like,
okay, come on now.
How many hours?
Yeah, it's been 2 years and 2 months.
What's his nationality?
What you think he is?
I don't know. You talk about C, so I guess he's some type of Spanish.
No, he's African and black. Not black. He's just black. Black American.
Yeah, we have a lot in common when it comes to that, because I've only been in long-term relationships, and I also slid in my man's DMs. So there you go.
Slid. You gonna respond or not?
And here we are 4 years later. Woohoo! So thank you so much for coming onto the panel. Yeah, does anybody else have any last questions? We good? Y'all got it all? Everybody's good?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it all.
Yes.
Well, I want to thank TTB, Contessa, and Buzz for definitely stepping out, reaching out, want to have a panel interview to discuss all of the things, all of some extra tea that was spelled with the DMs and the messages and all this other stuff. Thank you for hearing the truth. More time for the church in the back, even the pew. For the truth. Thank you. Be looking out for a new project. TTB, I will definitely be reaching out to you because I saw your little sponsorship stuff, and I will be all up in through that when the time permits. So probably like really soon, because I already have all the dates of when everything is coming. So, and yeah, just support the new things that I'm working on. Lovers and Friends is coming back. And I'm just gearing up to just keep working. And congratulations to everybody on Chasing Reality.
Yes.
Period. Even
and shout out to Dario for doing all the editing for all the shows and putting everybody on game. Okay.
Period. Everybody's doing their thing. Everybody's literally doing their thing over there at the Chasing Reality brand.
What is... Oh, I was about to go down slippery. I was about to go down slippery, throw the chair. Come on. I have reformed. I have repent. I am not going there.
Incredible
hey,
let
me ask you a question. Hold on. I have a quick question. TTB. I'm going to name names. You tell me what they're chasing.
You know what? We're not doing this right now. This interview is about you. This interview is about you. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, Markel Logan, everybody. You can catch him every Thursday at 8 p.m. on season 3 of Chasing Dallas, and look out for his up and coming projects. And with that, we are out this bitch. Bye.